everyone, happy Saturday. I just got back and we just had some California Kitchen pizza for dinner. It's a little early dinner, it's like a late lunch, early dinner. So my husband can watch the U of M game, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna be making jewelry today. So you guys remember this necklace, right, from Bargain Bead box, the one I made for Mystic Moonrise. We're going to make a bracelet and earrings that are going to be that will go with. It's not going to be like matchy because I only have 4 left of these. I really used a lot of the blue, but I really want to focus on that. Oh my gosh, I just forgot what's called larva kite. Yes, I want to focus on that larva kite and really bring out some of that other, maybe not so much focus on the blue. So I figured we'd make a matching bracelet and a pair of earrings to go along with it. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, you guys, I'm going to turn you around and we'll get started. All right, everyone. So I have a few things here. As you can see, I got the last 4 of my blue ones that we're going to incorporate into the bracelet and the earrings. I got the rest of my little star charms. We're going to use some bead caps. I have 3 little pieces of chain cut, 1 for a dangle for the bracelet, and 2 for earrings. So I'm using, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 links for each one of these, okay? So we have those. Everything is from the box except for, I have my bead stringing wire, I have my little finishing touches for the bracelet and my ear wires, and I have a little piece of 20 gauge wire for our labradorite that we're going to use on the bottom of the dangle for the bracelet. All right, so I also am using my little pumpkin dish because I am full on fall, guys. So you'd be amazed what you find at the Dollar Tree. So I had to go to the Dollar Tree this morning to get a gift bag for my nephew's birthday. He turned 3, so happy birthday, Harrison. So I had to do that, and while I was there, I'm like, oh, well, let me take a look around and, you know, get a few more things. Like, I like to buy rice there because it's $1.25 and you get a huge bag of rice, and we go through a lot of rice. So I ended up spending like $35 at the Dollar Tree. Anyway, so that's what I did this morning. I also had some groceries delivered because I had a lot of things to do in the house before I left. So I had our groceries delivered and kind of just picked up a little bit around the house just so it wasn't such a disaster, because you guys, it was a disaster. When you know, both spouses work all week, and yeah, we kind of let things go during the week. I know it'd be just easier if I just picked up everything every night, but who wants to do all that? I want to do fun things. I don't want to do that kind of stuff. Oh, and I have to grab my jump rings too. Let me grab those real quick. And I got my jump rings. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the bracelet first. But first, let's go ahead and wrap this really pretty labradorite little mini pendant. So I am just going to put my wire through. Now this is about 4 inches of wire. You can use some, like softer gauge wire too if you wanted to, but I really do enjoy 20 gauge wire. 22 would be fine. 26 would be fine. It's whatever you're comfortable with. I just know that I really like 20 gauge wire. It's one of my favorites. And we're just going to do like just a little wrap around, just like this. Okay. Doesn't have to be much on this first one here. All right, and then we can just squish down our little pokey parts, straighten out the wire if we need to. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. It's been very, very warm. Very warm today. It was kind of foggy this morning, but then that kind of cleared off. Okay, then let's go ahead and drop one of these really pretty star cut crystals on top, and we'll just do like a little wire wrap here. So we're gonna put this right on the bottom of that chain. This is gonna be like our big piece that kind of pays homage to our necklace that we made. Oh, I'm like, what do I do with my chain? So let's just put that directly on here. And I'm just gonna hold that, and we're going to wrap this around a few times. Okay. And then let's come in there and snip that off. Pull that in my little garbage can. All right, so now we have that part of our dangle. And now we're gonna use like a few stars to put on here too, and a couple of these little crystals. All right, and we'll just go ahead and we'll wrap the crystals right on, and then we'll use jump rings for our stars. So let's go ahead and make that. Get that out of the way. Get a couple little jump rings here. All right, so let's do a little wrap on these. Just trying to make that dangle really pretty and sparkly. And like I said, we're just gonna wrap this right on. And I'm just picking spots at random here, not really putting a lot of thought into it because it's not necessary. There we go. You know, I was just thinking, I like live for the weekend. Like, I absolutely love the weekends. And I was like all set to sleep in this morning, and I did sleep in a little bit. I got woken up at 5:17 by Marmalade climbing on my back. And like I told Shane, because he was already gone and at work, like I told him, I said, it's not because they get their breakfast. Shane feeds them breakfast, you know, their soft food in the morning. It's not that they wanted to eat, they just wanted me to get up. So then once I got up and got my cup of coffee and sat down in the living room, all three of them went to sleep. Even the dog went to sleep. But to be fair, Woody was sleeping this morning with me. He was not trying to wake me up. He was sawing logs, sleeping away, and the cats came up and woke me and him up. So there we go. Okay, so there's that. And now we can go ahead and put our little stars on. And we just need our regular pliers and our bent nose pliers. And we'll put one up here towards the top. There we go. And then put one down here in the middle between these two. And then we have our dangle made. I always like to make the one thing that takes the longest to make first, so I don't lose anybody. Like if I lose you, I'm gonna lose you during stringing, and that's fine. But I like to make the most intricate part of my piece, like while I still have like an alert audience. Okay. So now we have our dangle, and it's cute. It's very, very cute. So we'll just put her aside, and then let's go ahead and cut some of this bead stringing wire and get our bracelet going. So how I measure, as I know you guys know, I measure with my wrist, and I measure my, you know, put it around my wrist like right about here, and then I give myself like a couple more inches on each side. Just room for error, room for any issues that may arise. And I save my scraps because they work great as like, you can use them to make tassels and stuff like that. So always save your scraps. All right, so this is what we have going on. We have our bracelet that we want to make. So let's think about how we want to do this, because I do want a couple of these blue beads incorporated in the earrings as well as in the bracelet, since that's all I have left for the blue. Let's go ahead and do, kind of want to do the larvikite right here in the middle, but I want to also have some bead caps on here. I just want to give that little bit of metal look in between the larvikite. So like that. Okay, just like that. And then we can put a bead cap on the side here too. Just making it really pretty. So just like that. Then after the larvikite, I'm still going to use more of that. Let's put the blue right up in the front and center there. But let's put some labradorite on here first. Just one. And then our really pretty blue one. And like another labradorite. It's not going to be a good game, you guys. U of M's playing USC, and USC ranks higher than U of M. I think it's going to be pretty unfortunate. I don't want to say that in front of Shane, but I am a realist, and yeah. So if you guys hear any yelling coming from the living room, I do apologize, but it's that time of year, you guys. It's that time of year. And those of you who have football people in your life, you get it, you know. All right, so then I would like to do some more larvikite, and we're going to do the same thing we did here in the middle. So let's do 3, and we're going to use some of these bead caps. Keep that metal going throughout. We'll take that. We'll take that. Good start. Good start. Oh my gosh, he cracks me up. You know, I love it because all of us do it when we're watching a show we like or whatever. We talk to the TV as if they can hear us. And I do it. I'm sure you guys all do it. I mean, that's just the way it is. One of my favorite shows that I love to watch, and I think there's like 12 seasons of it. I don't know if any of you have watched the show Alone. It is so good. So it's reality, but like 10 people are brought out into like a place where they need to survive to win $500,000. And they are dropped far enough away from each other where they won't run into each other or see each other. There's at least 10 miles between them, and they have to live off the land. They can bring like 10 things with them, and it's usually like a bow and arrow, tarps, rope, stuff like that, stuff they need to help them survive. So it's so good, and I really love it when a woman is on it, because I always want to see, you know, like how strong some of these women are. And it amazes me. The one season, I think it was like 2 or 3 seasons ago, there was a woman who made it all the way to the end. But she got frostbite on her foot, so she had to call it quits. But there was one person left after her. And that's the other thing too. They don't know when somebody leaves. So they don't know if there's still 10 people out there, but you need to be the last person to tap out in order to win. So, but it's so interesting, like how everything they have to do to survive. And I can tell you right now, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I give them a lot of credit for being able to live off the land and go days sometimes without eating, and being totally isolated from everybody in the whole world. Oh, I still had a little bit of a wire. There we go. So it amazes me, but there's a new season of that out. If you want to watch it, it's on the History Channel, but Hulu has all the seasons. So if you get Hulu, you can go back and check out all the seasons. It's really a fun watch. We like to watch that together. All right, so I still have a lot of beading left to go, and we're going to do more of these crystals because I really want this to sparkle. We have our gemstone up here and our labradorites, but I really want sparkle along the side of this. So we're just going to keep going with that. I have more on standby if I need them. There we go. All right, it's looking nice. Oh, look at the flash on this one right here, you guys. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that flash. Oh, that's gorgeous. So I have a cart full of stuff on Beadbox Bargains. Oh, that's a good time for me to talk about that too. So I don't know if you don't get this subscription, you might want to think about doing it, because you also get a coupon with your subscription that lasts for the entire month. You can use it as frequently as you want, as many times as you want, and you get 30% off anything at the sister store, the Beadbox Bargain sister store. All right, so I think I want to feed this on here. Like, I think I wanted to kind of do it maybe in between two of these beads. Let's do that. Okay, just like this. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like that. That's gonna look good. And then we can get ready to put our ends on. So let's do that. And I have with me my crimp tubes, and we're going to use the clamshells from here, from the box that we got, to do our crimping too. So in order to do that, you wanna put your clamshell on first, then put your crimp tube on, or your crimp bead, whatever you're using. And I'm just gonna bring this up a little ways towards the end of this. And you're just gonna smash it down. Make sure it's good and smashed. And then you wanna tug on it, make sure it's not going anywhere. And then you can bring your clamshell up and over top of that crimp. And just, oops, come on. Just gently close your clamshell around it. And then you can push a little bit harder, and there's one side. Okay, so now we can just go ahead and do the other side. And we'll put our clamshell on first. Put our crimp on there. Slide that crimp all the way down into your clamshell. And now you're like in your clamshell with your crimp. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just reach in there with our pliers, and we're gonna squeeze it down, and we're gonna get back in there and do it again. Just wanna make sure it's really squished on there. And then you can give it a tug test. Make sure it's not going anywhere. Go inside here, almost to your crimp, and just trim off your wire. There we go. See, that's a good long piece. That'll be great for tassel usage. And then we can close this up. There we go. All right, and then we can go ahead and put our clasps on. I'm gonna find a couple tiny jump rings here. They're all tangled up. There we go. Okay, there's a couple jump rings. Let's put these on. One hint to give you, if you have anything bulky or larger beads on one of your ends of your bracelet, put the round part, or the opening part, this one of your toggle, on there, because you do use some of this area to push this through, and if these are too big to come through your hole, then you're going to have an issue. So if I have a lot going on the one end versus the other, I'll put my toggle ring on that end, and then my this part of my toggle on the other end. Let's just put that right in there. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then here is our bracelet. And that turned out really cute. I love the long dangle here. I think that this makes it tie into that necklace so much more. So we're gonna go ahead and move him off to the side. And we're gonna use these little pieces of chain to do the same thing. So we're gonna want a couple of these really pretty crystals. Maybe we can do 3, and then let's do 3 stars on each one. And maybe let's do the blue on the bottom, and we can do a little labradorite on the bottom of that too. So let's do that. All right, so we're gonna do some wire wrapping right onto our chains. So I'm gonna grab out some wire, and we're gonna need some jump rings. So I'm gonna grab some of those out too. Oh, that one's too big. Got some little ones in here. And there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll work on, I'll do some wire wrapping on the one, and then we'll come back and I'll pause it, and we'll come back and do some more on the other one together, and try not to make it so long for you. Or we'll just sit here and chit chat while we're doing it, and it won't matter. All right. So let's go ahead and do our wire wrap on this one. Make some nice little dangly earrings. Bringing some of that blue in here. Right there at the bottom. And then we can trim that off. And then let's go ahead and wire wrap our pretty sparkly beads on. I have Cheeto in here with me. He doesn't like it when somebody yells, so he likes to just be somewhere calm. He gets really upset, and Shane's not yelling to be mean. He's just out of excitement. You know what I mean? So cats don't recognize the difference. They don't know there's a difference. Neither do dogs. They don't understand. So Cheeto just comes and hangs out with me. Marmalade doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He sleeps through all of it. But he's old and he doesn't care. Lucy doesn't care so much either, but she's just young and sassy. So, but Cheeto is a little more sensitive of a cat, and he wants to come wherever I am. And I think him hearing me talk while I'm recording to you guys, I think it helps him too. He really likes to listen to me talk. That's the one thing we found, putting tutorials on TV, on YouTube. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be some of my people that I watch. We just put it on just play constant while we're gone, for a couple hours, and everyone loves it because they are getting human voices, and it's usually soothing because they're just talking about what they're doing. So it's a really good pet sitter, honestly, if you ask me. All right, I got one more of these to wire wrap for this earring. It goes by pretty quick when you are steadily working at it. I think we're think, oh no, we still have some stars left. They gave us a ton of stars in this. I mean, just a lot of really cute little drops and everything. I was pretty excited about that. Little charms and such. Some really cute stuff. All right, I'm putting this one on the second from the top of the chain. And I think to kind of gauge better to what I have going on, I'm going to go ahead and put the ear wire on this one, just so I can keep track of my little piece here. Because here's my very top link to the chain. Let me just lay that down. Let's go ahead and open up one of these ear wires. See if I can do this without. There we go. Okay, and now we just need to put our stars on. We have 3 stars that we need, and our jump rings. And we're just going to kind of stagger these around the beads. There's one. So you're getting a nice little dangly earring, but it's actually not a very long dangly earring. So those of you who like shorter earrings, this is like perfect for you. It's not super duper long, but you still get the dangle. I like earrings of all types. I even like studs. I love them all. I love earrings. I almost always, at least, if I'm not wearing any other jewelry, at least have earrings on. I feel like it's one of those things I just have to wear, otherwise I feel naked. Same with my perfume. Like if I don't put my perfume on, then I feel naked. Like I'm like, did I not put clothes on today? But yeah. All right, so there is our cute little like starry starburst earring, and then we'll go ahead and make the other one real quick. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put the chain on the ear wire right away, so I don't have to struggle with that. There we go. And let's build this one. So just like before, we're going to put this one at the bottom, our labradorite, and our really pretty blue matte glass bead. I used every single one of those blue matte glass beads. Maybe those are something I should be getting more of. Apparently I loved them. They're such an electric blue color. They're just really, really nice. All right, so we can close this one up. And there we go. All right, and let's do our wire wraps. If you guys notice, I'm wearing one of my silicone wedding bands. This one's black and has like glitter in it. I'm wearing that because my hands have been really swollen lately, and I don't know if it's because of the high humidity that we've been having or what, but my wedding ring, or maybe I could even just be because I'm way more than what I did before when I got married, that my rings are just getting really snug some days. Some days they're not horrible, like, so I really do think it's like a swelling thing. So whenever I feel like that, I wear my silicone wedding band. It's the ones, like I wear these when we go like do outdoor stuff, like if we go to a concert or like just anything that would be kind of outdoorsy, that I would be afraid that if I hit my ring on something that I would lose my diamond. And I love my ring because it has a heart-shaped stone. It's so pretty. So I actually have nightmares that I've lost my diamond, and it makes me so nervous. or if we go anywhere where there's like going to be a lot of people, you know, like just a ton of people, because I would rather have just like a little silicone band on than have that on. So if you guys are wondering, I have a pink one I wear too, and I have like a gray marbly one, and I have a turquoise one somewhere, but I'm wearing a black shirt today, so I thought I'd wear the black one. But I can still wear my promise ring that Shane got me when we were dating, so I do wear that on my right hand always. I'll never stop wearing that ring. All right. So last one of these, and then we just have our little stars to put on, and we are done with this little set, you guys. It was pretty easy. Easy peasy. I may not be getting exactly on the same links as the other earring, but because this is just kind of like a dangly earring, I am not worried about that. I just want the same amount of pieces. So I'm not too worried about the positioning of it. That's not the most important thing with these, because they're going to look very similar no matter what you do anyway. So it doesn't matter. Last month, I don't think I got, like, I barely got 2 videos out of my boxes that I got. And I don't know what happened in August. Like, I don't know if it's just everything was so busy or what. But so this month, I'm like, I need to at least get 2 pieces of jewelry on video. And I can do more later. But in that first month, I mean, you know, I want it to use what, you know, people are getting. And okay, that was a happy cheer. That was a happy yell. So in case you guys heard that, it was a there we go, and a lot of clapping. Oh. He is truly the love of my life. He is a big goofball. All right. Put it on there. And we have our earrings. Here's one, and there's the other. All right, I'm gonna put this bracelet on for you. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll flip this around and I'll put the earrings on so you can see it. Take my other bracelet off. Okay, there's our bracelet. Oh, look at that. Look at the sparkle. Look at that. Doesn't it look pretty? All right, I'm gonna turn this around, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, here's the earrings. See, they're not too long, not long at all. And then here's our bracelet. I got my little dangle that hangs down. And I think that was a good position for it right there next to, right before we get to the clasp. And then here's the rest of it. I think that turned out really pretty. And I think it really teams up well with our necklace. Which, by the way, I wore this a couple times already and I've gotten so many compliments on it. People love it. So it must have been a good choice, all that blue. All right, everyone, much love to you all. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to try to do some more videos. So I'm sure you guys will see me again real soon. Sending you all my love. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye.